Hi guys, I'm Connor from Surface to Air Sports, and this is the 2020 Ronix Kinetik Project Flexbox 1. So we're a board sports specialist based in the UK, specialising in wakeboarding, kite surfing and snowboarding. If after watching this review you'd like to get your hands on a Flexbox 1 or any of the other wakeboards in the Ronix range, please go to our website s2as.com. But for now, enjoy this review. The Kinetik Project Flexbox 1 is one of a pair of boards. There's this, the Flexbox 1, and a Springbox 2, both by Ronix, both very similar, but at the same time very different. I'm going to run through a lot of the features on this board and explain what makes this not only different to the Springbox 2, but what makes it a fantastic cable wakeboard. And this is a cable board orientated towards those intermediate to advanced level cable riders. Riders who've been riding around the cable for a while now and are wanting something that's not going to help them push their progression, but make them better riders. The main feature that is vitally important in the Flexbox 1 is its flex profile. The Kinetik Project was built around this Flexbox 1 profile. And what this is you don't know how well you can see it, but there are almost ridges through the center of the board, in the belly there. What that does is it allows the board to flex more through the center. And it's quite an interesting sort of design. So you've got more stiffness in the nose and the tail of the board. Having that added stiffness gives you greater ollie and nollie, and then sort of the flex through the center. The best way I can describe it is the Flexbox 1 is the better board if you are looking to progress your riding. If you're looking to improve your level, the Flexbox 1's where you want to go. Whereas the Springbox 2 is if you're happy with your level of riding and you want to make your riding look a little bit sleeker and sort of look a little bit more professional. But if you're after pushing your level and pushing that boundary of your riding up, it's Flexbox 1 all day long. So what you'll notice as well with the Flexbox 1 is not only does having the flex through the center, but that stiffness in the nose and the tail give you more ollie and nollie potential, but it actually allows you to have a greater level of surface area in contact with the obstacle. So when you're on an obstacle, by having this sort of stiffer flex point, you've got more of the board in contact, and that allows for a greater amount of stability, which goes back to what I was saying earlier. It allows you to push and progress your level of riding. By having that stability allows you to sort of push and try something new and experiment with your riding that little bit more. It's worth noting as well, on the Flexbox 1, the Kinetik Project's got a really mellow rocker line. If you look at it there, it's a really gentle curve, so this is a continuous rocker line. And it's really nice because it means it's a really predictable pop off the water, but also that it cuts really quick. This has got a stupidly fast top water speed. What that means is you're going to get from obstacle to obstacle really quickly. And with a sort of an advanced level board like this is Dominic Hernler's Pro Model board. This is the board you'll want to hit every obstacle with. So if you're on one side of the cable and you want to cut across, by having that mellow rocker line just allows you to do that and get as many obstacles in on your way around the cable. Don't worry about the fact that it's got a mellow rocker line not allowing you to exaggerate your presses properly, because Ronix have built this board with a vertically laid Paulownia wood core. And Paulownia wood, as we know, has got the best memory of any natural material, and it's incredibly responsive. What Ronix have done is all the way through the core of the board, they've laid the wood laminate in one direction. And that allows that when you're up on an obstacle, you can really flex this thing, particularly through the center, like I've said, and really exaggerate those presses. The base of the Kinetik Project boards are pretty featureless, which is great for, like I say, obstacle riding, because there's nothing there that's going to catch you up. But you do have Ronix's grip and release channels to run from the center of the board on both sides, allowing for greater side-to-side stability of the board, so it's not too loose. It's not too much of a skatey feel on the water, you will feel locked in. What it also allows, it really lets you hold that rail down for when you come around the corners or you're performing aerial tricks. Graphically, this Kinetik Project, the Flexbox 1, is super clean. My cameraman's in fact telling me that this is catching the reflection of everything in the store. But this is a really sharp, glossy top sheet, and then you've just got those white stripes that cut through it. It looks really stealth, and it looks really, really nice on the water when you look down at the board. And then underneath you've just got a matte wood finish. We can really see the core, and it just looks stealth. So with a board like this, a high-end cable wakeboard, like I say, Dominic Hernler's Pro Model board, you want to know that this board is going to last you. And Ronix have made this as tough as they can. So you've got urethane sidewalls wrapping the whole board. You can see them quite well there all the way around. Now urethane is an incredibly airtight and robust material. Same material that you make skateboard wheels out of. So if you take a hit on the sidewall there, you know at the very worst it's just going to take a little chunk out and it's not going to impact on the core. You've got a sintered base. Now sintered base is the same material that you make high-end snowboard bases out of. This runs really quick and it's also very durable. Now this is all backed up by Ronix's 6-month extended part warranty. Now this is only offered by Ronix, and it has to be registered within 2 weeks of buying the board. But this is really something outstanding that no other wakeboard company are doing right now. Sizes. There's 4 sizes in the Flexbox One. It comes in a 138, a 144, a 150 and a 156. Now that's a really broad range of sizes. Particularly in the last couple of years, there's been a big fashion of people sizing up and going for really large wakeboards. And there's a couple of benefits to that. Obviously, you'll have greater sort of contact with the obstacles, allowing you to exaggerate your presses more. More surface area will also mean for softer landings as well. But you must be wary that if you go too big, you might find it a little bit difficult to hold the edge of the wakeboard down and make it a little bit harder to perform those aerial tricks. So there is a little bit of give and take in that. If you're a little bit unsure of what size you should be going for in the Kinetik project or any of the Ronix boards, please get in touch. We are more than happy to help. So the Ronix Kinetik project Flexbox One for 2020, it's an intermediate to advanced level wakeboard. This is your first season at the cable, I wouldn't recommend going for something like this. But if you're really looking to progress your level of riding, if you've got a couple of seasons of riding already beneath your belt, then this is really something to consider. It's a fantastic wakeboard that'll help you push the limits of what you're capable of doing. So I've been Connor from Surface to Air Sports, and this is the Ronix Kinetik Project Flexbox One for 2020. If you'd like to get your hands on this board or any of the other boards from the Ronix range, please click on the link below this video. It'll take you directly to our website, s2as.com. Thank you.